The first step to stronger legs starts before you even get out of bed. Let's begin with something simple but powerful. Each morning, your body gives you a choice. You can slowly crawl out of bed, feeling stiff, weak, and tired, ... Or you can take just 5 minutes to tell your legs, I'm here for you, let's get stronger today. This 5-minute morning routine is specially designed for seniors. It's safe, gentle, and effective, and it begins before you even get up. That's right before your feet touch the floor. Why? Because what you do in the first few minutes of your day sets the tone for your entire body. If your legs feel strong in the morning, your confidence increases, your balance improves, and your risk of falls decreases. It's not magic, it's smart movement, and it works. So, let's take this step by step, one gentle motion at a time. We begin lying in bed, head on the pillow, arms relaxed, legs stretched out. Take a deep breath, feel your body wake up. Now, gently start with ankle circles. Lift your right foot a few inches, and rotate your ankle clockwise 5 times, slowly, smoothly. Now rotate it counterclockwise 5 times, then switch to your left foot. This small movement does more than just loosen your joints. It improves circulation to your lower legs. That's critical for anyone over 60, especially if you spend long hours sitting or lying down. Good blood flow keeps the muscles nourished and the nerves active. Now let's do toe spreads and scrunches. Spread your toes wide, stretch them apart, and then scrunch them tight. Repeat this 5 times. This motion wakes up the small muscles in your feet that are directly connected to your balance. Most people ignore these muscles until they start to fail, but if you strengthen them, even gently, your stability improves. From the ground up. Next, we'll do knee lifts, but we stay in bed. Bend your right knee and slowly bring it toward your chest as far as is comfortable. Hold it there for 5 seconds. You can wrap your hands around your shin for support. Then lower it slowly. Do the same with your left leg. If you can, repeat this 3 to 5 times on each side. These knee lifts stretch your glutes and lower back, while activating your core and hip flexors. That's a fancy way of saying they help you walk better, climb stairs more easily, and reduce back pain. Now, slide your right leg out to the side, then back in without lifting it off the bed. Just slide it across the sheets. Do this 5 times. Then, switch legs. This is called a hip abduction movement, and it works the outer hip muscles that keep your pelvis stable. These are the muscles that stop you from wobbling when you walk. Strong hips mean fewer stumbles. Let's finish this bed portion with a leg press. Lie flat. Bend both knees. Place your feet flat on the bed, and gently press your feet into the mattress as if you're trying to push it down. Hold for 5 seconds. Then release. Do this 5 times. This activates your quadriceps, the big muscles at the front of your thighs. And here's the truth. Your quads are like engines for your legs. Strong quads help you stand up from chairs, climb stairs, and maintain posture, but they weaken quickly without use. And that's why this simple push makes such a big difference. Now take a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers. Smile. You just completed the first phase of your 5-minute routine. You did it before even getting out of bed. That's not just smart, that's powerful. Now we move to the edge of the bed. Sit up slowly. Let your feet dangle off the side. Let the blood flow back down. Sit tall. Roll your shoulders gently, and prepare for the second part. We begin with seated marching. While sitting, lift your right knee up, then your left, alternating slowly, as if you're marching in place. Do 10 gentle marches. Total. This wakes up your hip flexors, core, and thigh muscles. It also connects your brain to your legs. That sounds odd, but many seniors lose that connection without even realizing it. Marching helps rebuild that communication. Now, while still seated, place your hands beside you for support and gently lift both heels off the floors, just your heels. Then lower them. Now lift your toes, keeping your heels down. Repeat this heel toe raise 10 times. These are calf and shin activations. They improve ankle strength and help with walking stability. If you've ever felt like your feet don't lift high enough when you walk, or you've tripped on a rug or step, these help prevent that. Now it's time for a sit movement. This is one of the most important strength-building exercises for seniors. It mimics a real-life action, getting out of a chair. Place your feet shoulder-width apart. Scoot forward slightly on the bed. Cross your arms if you can, or place them on your knees for support. Now push through your heels and rise up to a full standing position. Then slowly sit back down. Do this once, or twice, or 3 times, whatever you can manage today. Every time you do this, you strengthen your glutes, quads, and core all at once. And every time you do it, you make it easier to rise from chairs, get out of cars, and move independently. This single motion might be the most powerful habit you can add to your mornings. And remember, it's not about speed. It's about control. Do it slow, do it safe, and smile while you're doing it. Tour, literally building strength. With every rise, let's end this routine with a standing balance hold. Once you've stood up, stand tall with feet hip-width apart. Place one hand on the bed or a nearby chair for support. Now lift one foot slightly off the ground and hold for 5 seconds, then switch legs. Do this 3 times on each side. Balance training is crucial. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. But here's the good news. Your balance improves with just a little daily practice. These small holds strengthen your stabilizer muscles and your mind-body coordination. Now take one more breath, shake out your legs, let your shoulders relax, and give yourself credit. You just completed a 5-minute morning routine that most people underestimate. But science DOESN, single quotes T. Studies have shown that seniors who do short, consistent morning movements have stronger legs, better walking speed, reduced risk of falls, and even better mood throughout the day. This isn't just exercise, it's medicine without pills. It's prevention, it's confidence. And you didn't need a gym, you didn't need equipment, you didn't need more than 5 quiet minutes and a little commitment. The next time someone tells you strength takes hours of sweating and pain, you'll know better, because your strength starts with this. 5 minutes, every morning, every day stronger. In the next part, we'll introduce a standing routine using just a chair, still under 5 minutes, still senior safe, but focused on increasing endurance, flexibility, and lower body power. You're not just waking up your body, you're awakening your life. Let's start today, standing tall. You've already learned how to wake up your legs from bed gently, carefully, with purpose. And now, you're ready for the next level, standing movement. Still simple, still 5 minutes. But this time, we're using gravity to our advantage. All you need is a sturdy chair, preferably one without wheels. Place it in front of you. Use it for balance, not for sitting. This isn't a workout, it's a wake-up call for your joints, your muscles, and your confidence. Before we move, take a deep breath. Feel the floor beneath your feet. That's your foundation. Let's build on it. We'll begin with calf raises. Stand behind the chair and lightly rest your fingertips on the backrest. Keep your feet shoulder width apart. Now slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the floor. Hold for 2 seconds. Then slowly lower. Do this 10 times. This strengthens your calves, essential for walking, climbing stairs, and even standing still. Strong calves help pump blood back toward the heart, which is critical for good circulation, especially if you've been sitting for long hours. Next, we do mini squats, but don't worry, this isn't a gym-style squat. Stand behind the chair, feet hip width apart. Now bend your knees slightly, keeping your back straight, and lower your body just a few inches as if you're going to sit down. But you don single quotes 2. Hold for 2 seconds, then return to standing. Do this 8 to 10 times. Mini squats target your thighs, hips, and glutes. These are your standing muscles. When these get stronger, everything else becomes easier: sitting down, standing up, walking longer distances, and even getting out of a car. Now, we'll try a standing leg curl. While holding the back of the chair, shift your weight to your left leg and gently bend your right knee, bringing your heel up toward your backside. You don't need to go far, just a small, slow lift. Then lower. And switch sides. Repeat 5 times on each leg. This targets your hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your thighs. These are often neglected, especially if you're mostly sitting throughout the day. But when they're strong, they help balance your leg muscles and protect your knees from strain. Next, move into a side leg raise. Stand tall, hold the chair with one hand, and lift your right leg slowly out to the side without tilting your torso. The movement controlled, then lower back down. Repeat this 10 times, then turn and repeat with the left leg. This is where your hip abductors get stronger. These muscles stabilize your pelvis, improve balance, and reduce the chance of falling when walking on uneven ground or turning quickly. You're doing great so far. Let's keep going. Now we try marching in place with support, while still holding the chair lightly. Lift your right knee up as if you're taking a step, then lower, then lift your left knee. Alternate slowly. Do 10 total steps. This exercise increases blood flow to your legs, reactivates the hip flexors, and reminds your body what it was designed for: movement. If marching in place feels easy, you can do it without holding the chair, using your arms naturally. Now it's time to wake up the glutes, the muscles that power your stride. Let's do standing kickbacks. Stand behind the chair. Lift your right leg straight back behind you only a few inches, then squeeze your glute. Keep your leg straight and your upper body still. Then bring your foot down. Repeat 8 times on the right. Then switch sides. These are small but powerful movements. Strong glutes help you walk with better posture, relieve lower back pain, and improve control while going up slopes or standing from low surfaces. Take a pause. Shake out your legs. You've already activated most of your lower body and we're not even 5 minutes in. Let's close this standing routine with a balance challenge. Place both hands lightly on the chair. Then lift one foot off the floor just a few inches and hold for 5 seconds. Try to keep your standing leg straight and your posture upright. Then switch feet. If that's easy, try doing it with just one hand on the chair, or none. If you're comfortable. Balance is just like strength. It improves with practice, and it's your greatest protection against one of the biggest risks for seniors: falling. Let's take a deep breath together now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. You've just completed a full standing leg strengthening routine. That's nearly 10 different movements. All gentle, all effective. You didn't need a gym. You didn't need equipment. You didn't even need to break a sweat. What you did need was willingness, and you showed up. Now here's the science behind why this works. As we age, the muscles in our legs shrink if we don't use them regularly. This is called sarcopenia, and it's one of the biggest causes of weakness and reduced mobility after 60. But here's the good news. You can reverse it. Research has shown that light resistance, movements of simple ones like these can increase muscle fiber size, improve joint stability, and boost walking speed in older adults. In some studies, daily routines like this cut fall risk by more than 40%. It also helps your brain. Moving your legs sends signals to your central nervous system. It reactivates pathways that keep your coordination sharp and your reflexes ready. That's why leg movement helps improve mood and memory too. It's all connected. But here's something else. Morning routines stick. Why? Because they're consistent, they don't rely on motivation, they become habits. And when you make these 5 minutes part of your daily start, you're telling your body, we're not slowing down, we're just getting smarter. You don't need long workouts. You need the right movements. That's what this is. Just the right amount of effort, just enough challenge, and just enough support to feel safe while growing stronger. Now, before we end this part, I want to remind you, it's okay to modify anything. If you can only do 3 squats today, that's perfect. If your balance is shaky, use both hands. If your legs feel tired, sit and rest. What matters most is consistency. Because each time you move, you're building. Each time you show up, you're progressing. Each time you finish this routine, you're proving something important. Strength doesn't come from youth, it comes from effort. You're doing more than exercising. You're building a body that supports youth or life, and you're not alone. Thousands of others just like you are starting their day the same way with just 5 minutes and the decision to feel stronger. In the next part, we'll introduce simple resistance using a towel or band still, senior safe still under 5 minutes, but focused on taking your leg strength to the next level. You've built the foundation now, we add power. Add strength. How to use simple resistance to power up your legs in just 5 minutes. You've already taken 2 powerful steps toward stronger legs. First, you started with movement in bed, waking up your muscles gently and safely. Then, you stood up literally and used your own body to build strength and balance. Now it's time for the next step. Resistance, but not with gym machines, not with heavy weights. All you need is a towel or a simple resistance band. That's it, because strength doesn't come from the tools. It comes from how you use them. And today, we're going to use resistance in smart, simple ways to help your legs become stronger, more stable, and more capable of supporting you through every step of your day. Let's begin with the towel. Stand or sit in a sturdy chair. Hold a towel in your hands, then loop it under your right foot. Keep your leg bent slightly, your heel resting on the ground, and gently pull the towel upward while pressing your foot downward. Hold this gentle tension for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this 5 times on your right foot, then switch to your left. What's happening here? You're doing what's called an isometric contraction, activating the muscles without actually moving much. This strengthens your quadriceps and calf muscles without straining your joints. It's excellent for older adults, especially those with knee pain. Now let's do a seated leg extension with resistance. Sit tall in a chair. Loop a resistance band around 1 foot and hold the ends with both hands. If you don't have a band, you can use a towel again for gentle tension. Now slowly extend your leg forward, keeping your foot flexed and your thigh tight. Straighten your leg as far as is comfortable, then return to the start. Repeat 8 times on each leg. This targets the quadriceps, those big muscles on the front of your thighs that are essential for standing, walking, and balance. And when you add light resistance, you make them work just a little harder and grow a little stronger. Now, let's strengthen the hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your thighs. Here's how. Sit on the edge of your chair. Place the towel or resistance band around your right ankle. Hold the ends behind you, or anchor them under the chair leg. Now try to pull your heel backward, as if you're bending your knee toward the chair leg behind you against the resistance. Hold for 3 seconds, then release. Repeat this 5 times per leg. You won't see a big movement here, but trust me, those hamstrings are firing. And strong hamstrings protect your knees, improve balance, and help you step confidently without that shaky feeling. Now we'll work on the hip. Abductors, the muscles that move your legs outward. Sit or stand with a resistance band tied loosely around both thighs, just above the knees. If you don't have a band, simply press outward with your hands on the sides of your legs. Now, with feet flat, push your knees apart against the band, just a few inches. Hold for 3 seconds, then return 8 times. This strengthens the outer hips, which stabilize your pelvis and support every step you take. If you've ever felt wobbly walking on uneven surfaces or had trouble standing on 1 foot, this helps fix that. Let's move to a standing resistance. Kick back. Stand behind a chair. Loop a band around both ankles if you have one, or just focus on squeezing the muscles. Now, shift your weight to your left leg. Extend your right leg straight back a few inches, keeping it straight, and squeeze your glutes. You should feel this in your backside and hamstring. Hold for 2 seconds. Then lower. Repeat 8 times. Then switch sides. This strengthens your posterior chain, the muscles that keep you upright, help you climb stairs, and protect your lower back. It's especially helpful for posture. Next up, resisted side steps. Stand with the resistance band around your ankles. Bend your knees slightly. Hold on to a chair for support if needed. Now step to the right, feeling the band resist, then bring your left foot to meet it. Take 4 steps to the right. Then reverse 4 steps to the left. Repeat 2 rounds. This movement activates your hips, thighs, and glutes all at once. It also teaches your muscles to work together, building coordination, agility, and real-life functional strength. You're doing amazing so far. Let's do one more seated resistance. Push. Sit tall. Loop the band under one foot. Hold both ends in your hands and press your foot forward, straightening the leg fully. Hold that stretch for 3 seconds, then return. Repeat 5 times per leg. If you don't have a band, you can press your foot into the floor or into your own hands, still creating resistance. Now pause. Let your legs relax. Shake them gently. Take a slow breath in and out. You've just completed a full resistance-based leg strengthening session in under 5 minutes. Let's talk about what you just did. When you use resistance, even light resistance like a towel or band, you activate more muscle fibers. That means your legs aren't just moving, they're growing stronger. And stronger legs don't just help with walking. They help with getting in and out of bed, using the toilet safely, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, catching yourself. If you trip, these are real-life movements, and they require real strength. The beauty of this routine is that it's adaptable. You can start without resistance, then add light bands, then go stronger over time. You're in control. You decide the pace. That's the safest and most sustainable way to get stronger, especially after 60. Now let's touch on one important truth. Muscle is like a bank account. You deposit effort now and withdraw strength later. And every time you do this routine, you're investing in a future where you walk with confidence, you reduce your fall risk, you feel independent, you feel alive. This is more than exercise. This is a declaration, a promise you make to your body each morning. I will move. I will protect myself. I will stay strong. Thousands of seniors around the world are proving this every day. No gyms, no heavy equipment, just a towel, a chair, and 5 minutes of focused care. You're now part of that movement. You're showing your muscles they're not forgotten. You're teaching your joints they're still useful. You're telling your body you still matter. And that mindset, more than any band or routine, is what truly builds strength. In the next part, we'll guide you through gentle stretching and recovery movements. Why? Because strong legs also need to be flexible and relaxed to function fully. You'll learn how to release tension, improve joint mobility, and feel refreshed, all in just 5 more minutes. But for now, stand proud. You just completed the most advanced part of this series, and your legs are already thanking you. Stretch, breathe, recover. How 5 gentle minutes complete the strength of your legs. You've moved, you've stood tall, you've pushed your muscles with resistance. Now, it's time to honor those efforts. With recovery, you might think stretching is just about flexibility. But it's not. For seniors, especially those over 60, stretching is about mobility, pain relief, balance, and recovery. It's about protecting the muscles you've just strengthened. It's about letting your joints breathe. And it's about reconnecting your mind with your body before you step into your day. And the best part, it only takes 5 minutes. Let's begin. Seated, find a chair you're comfortable in. Sit up tall, feet flat on the ground, shoulders relaxed, hands resting on your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a long, slow breath in and exhale slowly. Let's start with the seated hamstring stretch. Slide to the edge of your chair. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, heel on the floor, toes pointed up. Keep your left foot flat and your back straight. Now, gently, lean forward from your hips, not your shoulders in, till you feel a stretch in the back of your right thigh. Hold for 15 seconds. Then slowly return and switch legs. This stretch targets the hamstrings, the very muscles we used in the last session. If you walk, bend, or stand, your hamstrings are working, and stretching them helps prevent tightness that leads to back pain or limited movement. Next, let's stretch the calves. While seated, extend one leg and flex your foot so your toes point toward the ceiling. Now, if you have a towel or band nearby, loop it around the ball of your foot and gently pull toward you. If not, just reach and lightly pull your toes with your hand. Hold for 15 seconds. Then switch. Tight calves are common in seniors and often cause foot pain or instability. This stretch improves ankle flexibility and reduces the risk of tripping or dragging your feet when you walk. Now, let's move to the inner thighs. Sit with your feet flat, knees bent, and spread your knees apart slightly, just a comfortable distance. Place your elbows gently on your thighs and press down slightly. Feeling the stretch in your inner thighs. Hold this for 10 to 15 seconds. These muscles are crucial for side-to-side stability. They help you turn, pivot, and maintain balance during unexpected movements. Now, for the hip stretch. While seated, cross your right ankle over your left knee like forming a number 4 with your legs. If this is difficult, you can just lift your ankle and hold it up with both hands. Now gently lean forward until you feel a stretch in your right hip and glute. Hold for 15 seconds. Then switch legs. This stretch relieves tension in the muscle deep in your hip. It's especially helpful if you've ever felt tightness in your lower back or down the back of your legs. Let's stand now. Gently. Hold the chair for balance. Time for a standing quadriceps stretch. Stand tall. Hold the back of the chair with one hand and grab your right ankle with your other hand. Gently pull your heel toward your glutes. If you can't reach your ankle, just bend your knee and lift your foot behind you. Hold for 10 seconds, then switch. This stretch targets the front of your thighs, your quads. When these are tight, it affects how you walk and how you stand. Keeping them loose improves your gait and reduces knee strain. Now, let's do a gentle hip opener. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Place both hands on the back of the chair. Slowly step your right foot back, keeping it straight, and press your heel down. Bend your left knee slightly and lean forward. You'll feel the stretch in your hip flexor and lower calf. Hold for 15 seconds, then switch. Stretching the hip flexors is especially important if you sit a lot during the day. It improves posture and reduces pressure on your lower spine. Let's now shift our focus to the spine and posture. Stand tall, feet hip width apart, and interlace your fingers behind your back, or just place your hands on your lower back if that's more comfortable. Gently pull your shoulders back and lift your chest. Feel the stretch across your chest and down your arms. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Poor posture affects how you walk, how you breathe, and even how you sleep. A strong, upright chest and spine give you confidence and strength. Now, let's end with some light circulation boosters. Stand beside the chair and gently march in place for 30 seconds. Swing your arms slightly. Breathe naturally. Smile. This reactivates blood flow, cools down your muscles, and gives your body a chance to reset before the rest of your day. And finally, the most important stretch of all: stillness. Stand or sit in a relaxed position. Place one hand on your heart, the other on your belly. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and let it go. This is your moment of gratitude. You didn't just stretch your legs, you stretched your effort. You stretched your belief in yourself. And you're proving every single day that strength doesn't need to be loud or painful or long. Sometimes it just needs 5 minutes. Let's review what you've accomplished over this series. In part 1, you moved from bed. You activated the small, important muscles that often go ignored. You started the day with awareness and care. In part 2, you stood up and built strength using your own body. You took charge of your foundation. In part 3, you added resistance. You showed your muscles that they're still growing, still working, still alive. And here in part 4, you gave your body the recovery it deserves. You restored flexibility, reduced tightness, and breathed deeply, because strength without recovery isn't strength at all. The whole routine takes less than 20 minutes, but the effects, they last all day. And the benefits, they add up every week. Better balance, stronger walking, improved posture, lower fall risk, and a deeper connection to your body. You've done more than many people will ever do, because you made a choice. You chose to start, you chose to care, you chose to move forward. Literally and figuratively, no matter your age, no matter your limits, no matter your past. And that is power. Let this be your new morning habit, not just for strength, but for energy, independence, and pride. Your legs are the pillars that carry you through life. And today, you reinforce those pillars with care, wisdom, and just a few minutes of your time. So the next time someone says you're still doing your morning routine, you smile and say, I'm not just doing it, I'm becoming stronger because of it. Congratulations on finishing this journey. Now, take that strength into the rest of your day, step by step, minute by minute. With confidence,